well, we're back after the last weekend's excitement sawing where the cable came apart that runs the carriage back and forth. This guy, it just got the U-bolt with the clamp thing and the bolts. So I guess probably when that carriage slammed back, it probably jerked them loose or something, dislodged something. It came undone. Probably don't need to replace the cable, but I'm running two different sizes, with this one being 3/8, this one's bigger, I think half. Oh, I got another 3/8 one, so I think we'll take this one off then. This is the one that came loose anyways. And yeah, we'll take that off. We can put the 3/8 one on there, so that way when it goes back and forth, the cables both stay tight. Because before, when it would go to one end, it would be tight, go to the other end, it would loosen. I think that was because of the different thicknesses. I don't know. But yeah, I've done this once or twice. It was a riot. So I guess we'll give her a go. I think I can count these and then maybe just re-spool the same amount of, even with these loops over here. I don't know. I'll try re-spooling it the same way. I should like write it down. Probably looked through my pictures. Maybe I took a picture last time. It's alright. I'm gonna get to it. Get something happening here. So, we get old cables out, new cable. The existing one, re-spooled it. What I did is I ran the carriage all the way that way, so it would have to be wound up all the way. And then I could just turn that spool by hand, not very easily, but, you know, wound it all up. Loosened the tensioner at that end, you know, wound it up. And then this one, I shouldn't have to wind it at all. It should be this end of the spool, or the end of the, you know, the wire going in the hole. Down, loop it, all the way down, loosen that tensioner up, you know, loop it in there, clamp it. Some extra clamps on it. I bought two more, and we'll really squeeze her this time. And then that should be it, I think, for the cable stuff at least. We still gotta hit those teeth with the jockey grinder after I cut through some nails last week. So, I guess we'll see if we can get this part finished up, and then maybe we'll get onto that jockey grindering. Hang on. I think we're set. New cable down there, looped all the way to the other end. Pretty sure this should do the ticket. And the cable adjusters are real basic. Basically, it's a threaded rod that somebody welded. Well, I can't turn it, an eye to. And then, you know, put the clamps on there. We're in business. There's a nut on this side of that piece of tubing. Nut on that side. That's just square tubing. Torched a hole through it. They really did a top-notch job, especially with shortening the carriage up. Just torch it off. Torch it off there. You don't need all that carriage for nothing. Break that thing off. You don't need it. But there's the new one. The eye's up under there. Same thing. It's got, you know... Well, this looks like the factory piece of like 1.5" stock that they... I don't know if that... threaded rod hole setup is a factory deal, but you know, that's what we got. Oh, and I got the best cutting utensil, just a regular grinder, because I don't know where my cutoff wheel is, but it got the job done. Oh, and I know what you guys are thinking, that I should have unrolled that brand new roll of cable before trying to, you know, put it through and getting it all knotted up. I know. I realized that as I was doing it. That was a dumb way to do it. You know, it happens. We're done. Alright. So, now we gotta hit this thing, some of these bits with the grinder. Let me see if we can find some bad ones here. There's one with a little bit of a gouge in it. It's kind of hard to tell. Doesn't like to focus on it. Oh, there's some bad ones. There's another gouge. Aha. That one. Not very good. There's a cup. That one's got a big... Oh, this one's like bent at an upward angle. I don't know what you do about that. That one's in poor shape. I'm wondering like if I should just replace these. I'm not going to. Definitely gonna go through them with the grinder. But yeah, so I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, it was cutting kind of like crap after I hit them nails, as you would expect. So I think that one's missing a corner there. Yep, I think I'll, and you're not going to be able to hear much. I'm going to fire up the generator, we'll get the grinder going, and it's going to be loud. But we'll see if we can make these things look a little better. Oh, look at that. There's a busted off tungsten carbide that I forgot was in there. I never changed out. Because these are just the steel, whatever they call them, not standalls. Long bits, I don't know. Regular steel ones, not the carbides. Carbides are too much money. Alright, let's get some action going here. Oh, we went through them all, minus the carbide one. But, I mean, I think they look slightly better. I don't really know. This thing was kind of wobbling a little side to side. So I'm hoping I got them, you know, square, so we're not cutting at an angle or something. But I think we did pretty good. I mean, most of them look pretty decent. A couple of them that were really chipped up are still kind of chipped up. But, I mean, they're looking better-ish. It's hard to tell. And there's a little bit of a burr on top of them, like right on the top edge. Some material that curled up. I don't know if that's something that's got to be fixed. I've never done the steel bits with the jockey grinder before, but I mean, this is the basic unit. It just kind of holds the, that's a diamond disc, I think, or some type of abrasive. And you just kind of bounce it back and forth. And it does the grinding stuff. So, I bought this one at an auction. Everything here is at the auction. Dump truck, auction. Old Smoky, auction. Sawmill, auction. Van, auction. Anywho's, I guess that's probably it for today. It's starting to, you know, the sun's going down. So, I guess we'll pack her up, clean some of this junk up around here, and call her an eve. And then this weekend, maybe we'll get her fired up and see how these bits run now that we got them tuned up a little. And hopefully that cable does the right stuff. It looks good. Alright, I'll catch you guys on the next one.